What's up, guys? So today I have a question for everybody watching this video. Would you give up $16 million instead of getting vaccinated? I know I wouldn't. What about $180 million? If getting vaccinated meant you could sign a contract for $180 million, would you do it? Or would you go on Instagram Live and talk a bunch of nonsense about why you don't believe in mandates?
I had to stop running away from using my voice and using my platform to, speak on what's true and what's mine. I don't believe that, I'm going to give up this game for a vaccine mandate. People are losing their jobs to these mandates. If you felt uncomfortable going into the season when you were promised that you would have exemptions or that you didn't have to be forced to get the vaccine, this wasn't an issue before the season started. Like, putting this on me is just like, why are you putting it on me? This is not part of, what's going on in conversations with scientists, physicians, and doctors. I'm just a hooper, right? Like, I'm just a person who's being utilized as an example. For some odd reason, people love to have my name in the mix of just some BS.
To me, this is honestly, I don't even know how to describe this, but it gets me angry. That's, first of all, that somebody could be in a position to even get offered $180 million and then to be like, no, I'm not taking it because I don't want to get a shot. Like, that's just disgusting amounts of, like, some kind of privilege. It's just gross. It's gross. It makes me uncomfortable. Guys, as you know, I'm not a huge sports fan. I don't watch much basketball, baseball, football, anything really. But I did see this story about Kyrie Irving, an NBA player. He's been in the NBA for a little bit now, I think like 10 years or so, and he's pretty decorated, I guess. Gets injured a lot, but he's been around, right? Now, recently in New York, there's a mandate where, that affects sports arenas, that affects the attendees of the arena, and even the people that are, playing in the games or putting on the concerts in the arenas. And Kyrie Irving plays for the Brooklyn Nets, who are located in New York. So they're affected by this vaccine mandate where anybody that goes into the building needs to be vaccinated. Now, the rest of the team, they complied. They all got the shot, right? They got it done. They're ready to go play a game for millions of dollars. Kyrie Irving said, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not getting vaccinated. And he honestly hasn't given a really good reason as to why he's not doing it. The only thing I could think of is that he's a complete and total idiot. Right, that's just the first thing that comes to mind, is that this guy is a big moron. And so I decided to do a little bit of research to dive into him as a person to see why is this happening. Like, does he have a history of this? And it turns out, yeah, guys, he's completely wacky, to put it in the kindest way possible. He's a nut job. He's got a history of being very conspiracy minded, which means he has the history of being a big idiot, just a moron. He's said some things and done some things that really make you wonder if they should even let this guy talk in front of people. Like, should this guy even be able to have a Twitter or an Instagram? This guy's an idiot. He's kind of known around the league as the flat earth guy, right? I found this clip right here.
Well, listen, Kyrie is my little brother. He's my all-star point guard, superstar point guard, and if he decides he wants to say the earth is flat, then so be it. So he's an interesting guy, man, and he believes it. So, Kyrie, the earth is flat, right? Yeah. So, whatever. That's news. There we go.
You see this thing that's with him that's kind of circulating that he apparently believes the earth is flat?
That does not shock me one bit. If you actually get to know Kyrie, he has his opinions on a lot of things and he's the type of guy that he actually does a lot of research on different things. And so when he says something, it's not like he's just blowing smoke or he's just what he thinks. He's actually read up on it and does good research and it's his opinion. And he's one of those guys where he's gonna stand strong by what he believes. So I actually did see it when I saw it, I laughed because it does not shock me one bit that he would think.
You know, that was LeBron James and Draymond Green, a couple NBA All-Stars. They're just talking about how Kyrie Irving, you know, he's into it. He thinks the earth is flat. He's that guy, right? He does his research, according to Draymond Green, his research, which means that he watches 4-hour YouTube videos by channels with like 10 subscribers about how they're right and everybody else is wrong, and they get the information that the other mainstream sources don't have, which to me has always been ridiculous. It's like, why would you go out of your way to find a source that is obviously not getting their information from a place that anybody should be getting their information? They're getting it from a guy that's just like them. And, you know, Kyrie, he really strikes me as the kind of guy that just has to be the smartest guy in the room. I mean, there's clips of people saying this as much.
Some of that other stuff, I'm like, yo, man, you do realize you're just a basketball player, right? And it seems like he's like, no, I want you guys to know I'm the smartest guy in the room. I'm like, well, first of all, you're not. You only went to college for 6 months. A lot of guys are smarter than you are. Just answer stupid basketball questions. And if you want to say something about social justice, say it and mean it, because it's important and significant. But all that other stuff, like, yo, man, shut the hell up.
And I have to agree. Like, I think most of these conspiracy people, they just need to know something that other people don't, right? And I think that's like being projected here with his feelings about the vaccine, because again, he won't say explicitly. He said some stuff about like being against mandates, but I'm gonna be honest, dude, I don't think this dude even knew what a mandate was before he was told to not like it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think that's not the reason why. You know, he's probably one of these crazy people that thinks that everyone that gets the shot is gonna drop dead in the next 6 months. I mean, but here we are, you know, 6 months after the first commercial doses were administered, and people aren't dropping dead. So I don't know. As I said, though, he's into conspiracies, like, right? I mean, you know, before a playoff game, he's like lighting incense and, you know, coating the arena in incense smoke, which I don't know. It's a little bit weird to me. I wouldn't do that, but I guess some people are into it, and it kind of just shows how like simple-minded this dude is and how kind of dumb this guy is. I guess, you know, not to judge if you're into incense, but no, I mean, it's not, you know, Albert Einstein wasn't incensing his lab. Know what I'm saying, dude? But he's got some out there conspiracy thoughts. Like, I found this clip where he was saying that Christmas isn't real.
I mean, hoopla on Christmas I don't really get into that. I don't really necessarily think of Christmas as a holiday, so, you know, I'm just happy that I get to be with my family.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's like an accepted school of thought by like hardcore conspiracy people, but, you know, Kyrie knows something that we don't, obviously. Like, Christmas to him is not real, I guess, so he doesn't mind playing a Christmas basketball game because it's not a real holiday. I mean, like, people celebrate it, like it's something that it's a construct, I guess, but like, it's a thing people participate in, and I mean, there's visual evidence that it's something that exists, you know. So I mean, if he thinks stuff like Christmas is real or isn't real, no wonder he thinks that COVID isn't real, right? You know what I mean? It's like, if you could be that obtuse about something that real, yeah, then of course you're going to be just as dumb about something that you can't see without, you know, intense scientific equipment. So guys, to loop this back around to my earlier question, would you give up that kind of millions, hundreds of millions of dollars, potentially hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars, if it meant all you had to do is get vaccinated? And we could see a real life case of this playing out, guys, because this story like kind of broke early, or like, you know, a couple weeks back, and it's still ongoing, and he still isn't getting, you know, his vaccine. That honestly, I don't expect him to, because at this point it's like a competition, right? It's like, who could hold out, who could survive longer. I don't know about you guys, but if I was an NBA anything executive player, I wouldn't want this guy on my team. Who would want this who would want this just distraction, this toxic just moron around you? I don't know, guys. This is what I've been thinking about this week, and I just wanted to make a quick video, talk about it. You know, leave your ideas in the comments below. Would you give up that much money and not, like, instead of just getting vaccinated? I don't know. I wouldn't. Let me know what you guys think down below, guys. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you want more content, guys. Bye.